Hey friends, today we're going to make rainbow hamantaschen. We're going to start with our regular hamantaschen dough. You can find the link above over here or in the description in the blog below. Or you can use whatever hamantaschen recipe you prefer. Once you have your dough made, we're going to separate our dough and we're going to put them in their own ziploc bag. Each ball of dough goes into its own ziploc bag. Then we take our food coloring and we do a few squirts into the bag. We're going to zip it back up and then begin to knead the dough in the bag. And it's a little difficult to do, but don't worry, we're gonna take it out in a minute. What this does by kneading it inside the bag is it allows the color to get incorporated into the dough. That way when we do take it out, it won't get all over our hands and our clothing. So now that we've kneaded it somewhat, we're ready to take it out of the bag, and we're just gonna continue kneading it in our hand, almost like you're making a snowball. So continue to roll it and give it a little squish, and then roll it, squish, roll it. Keep on doing that until the color is nicely incorporated. And just repeat that with as many colors as you'd like, 4, 5, 6 colors. If you have not yet let your dough set, now would be a good time to do that. You can pop it in the fridge for about an hour, or even up to a couple of days, 2 or 3 days at least. I'll wait. No, I'm not gonna wait an hour. We'll just fast forward a little bit. So at this point, you should have a couple balls of colorful dough, and we are ready to make our rainbow hamantaschen. We're gonna want to start by rolling out small snakes of each color, and then we're gonna alternate colors. So we'll do one color and then another and then another and then another. Once you have those rolled out, we're gonna press them against each other. Just press it in. Then with our rolling pin, we're just gonna roll it out flat. And if you want, every once in a while, you can turn it a little bit, which will give you some waves and just make the color look a little bit better. So we're gonna roll that out. Now we're ready to cut out our circles. So take a round cookie cutter. If you don't have one, you can use a glass or a cup or even a empty can. And we're gonna cut our circles out. And we're going to just press that in. You don't need to wiggle back and forth, just do a hard press down. We're now just gonna remove the excess dough that we don't need. Now is the best part. We're gonna fill our hamantaschen. We wanna put a little bit of filling in the center of each one of our circles. You can go the traditional route and put poppy, I don't know why anyone does that, or jelly in the center, but why not go a little bit nuts? Have a little fun. It's Purim after all. If you really like jelly, instead, why don't you replace it with pie filling? You can go with cherry or lemon or strawberry, blueberry. So many amazing options out there. Or you can go with cookie dough or caramel or chocolate with chocolate chips or chocolate spread. Or I'm gonna go with a little bit of Nutella for our hamantaschen today. So we're gonna put a little bit in the middle of each one of these circles. And I find that it's easiest, instead of scooping it with a spoon, to pipe it with a bag. It makes everything quicker, easier, and cleaner. So to pipe it in the bag, just take your Ziploc bag, fold it inside of itself, that way it stays clean. And then you wanna pour the filling inside of the bag, zip it up. When you're ready to pipe, take a pair of scissors and just cut off that tip. You don't wanna cut it off too big or else it'll ooze out everywhere, and if it's too small, especially if you're doing something like blueberry filling, they might get stuck. And then do a little bit in the middle of each one of our circles. Lastly, it's time to fold our hamantaschen. We want it to be 3-sided. That's what makes it into a hamantash. And 3-sided is either similar to Haman's hat or Haman's ears, as they say in Israel. They call them aznei Haman. I don't know why, but you could ask an Israeli. We're ready to fold it. So the best thing to do is to just fold over 2 sides and then fold over the third and then pinch from the inside out. So we pinch from the inside out, keeping in mind that they are going to open as they bake. So you want to pinch it more than you want it to actually be pinched at the end, if that makes sense. We're gonna bake these at 375 for 8 to 10 minutes until they are golden brown. And those are our rainbow Hamantaschen. If you don't feel like going through the extra hassle and you want to just make plain old boring Hamantaschen, you can find the link at the end of this video or in the description below at our blog. Hope to see your beautiful creations and can't wait to see you guys back here for our next DIY video. This has been a DIY project of joy.